I'm excited. I'm going to be very excited. I'm going to be too excited. This is just the best possible way of spending a Saturday night, Janine, or a Saturday middle of the day, you know.
Yes. I mean, my movie has a different title than yours, but we are watching.
Stupid title, Janine, as we all know. The incorrect title, whatever it may be. If you are popping in to watch this live, please say hi in the chat. We love to interact on these watch-alongs because, Janine, we're back with another live watch-along. It's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, because that is the right title, no matter what people in some areas of the world may tell you.
Book publishers think Americans are stupid.
That is true. Hello, Billy. How are you in the
Hello.
chat? Are you ready for some Potter? Because I
That's some
am.
magic.
Because there is truly nothing I love more. Michael, hello in the chat as well. You'll be watching when you get off work. That is equally as
Appreciate it.
wonderful,
Yeah.
Michael. We love you for that. Because as many people know, Janine, there is basically nothing in terms of media franchises I love more than Harry Potter. And I
That is
like to
true.
focus on the positivity surrounding Harry Potter and not the rampant negativity that just seems to ooze from every orifice
Orifices.
of,
Yes.
of the wizarding world these days. We do not like the creator.
No.
We do, however, like the books, the movies, the world, and that will never change. So, shut up, because it does not mean
I'd
that
also
I
say
agree with the creator's beliefs.
I'd also say that Harry Potter is probably one of the least toxic fandoms, I'd say.
Well, in fact, yes, Harry Potter fans are wonderful human beings
Yes.
because truly none of them agree with the creator's beliefs.
Exactly.
We're all just equally weirded out by it, I guess.
Yeah.
Hello, Steve, in the chat as well. Now, Janine, the Philosopher's Stone is a long movie, so I would, let's kind of
Let's jump into it. Yeah.
start as
Snippety
soon
snip
as
snap.
possible. But of course, you like Harry Potter as well. It's not just me being typically
No.
British and Harry Potter and all the things. You're wearing a nice t-shirt. I have my little plush figures and my Funko Pops and the books up there. I also have some trivia.
You also have a very nice message from Victor Crumb.
I also have a very nice message. Oh my god, was it my birthday last year
It was your birthday, but I did get you
that
a,
you
a
got me
message.
a cameo message from Stan Yanevsky, who plays Victor Crumb? That was the weirdest cameo message I've
He
ever
was
seen
so
because I just love
awkward.
Victor Crumb.
He was so awkward. But yeah, we'll have some fun Potter questions for each other. Maybe do some ridiculous line readings. Talk
Oh,
to each
the
other
DVD player's
about
turned
our.
off. Ha!
Oh no.
Let's go and turn that back on, and then we'll
Yes,
start.
we'll get right into
I
it.
mean, entertain the people.
Yes. So I did try to do a little display here. Not as nice as Morgan's, obviously. But I have my Slytherin tie. I have a Harry Potter Pez dispenser, my DVD, and my night bus that I actually got at the midnight screening of
Ow.
Chamber of Secrets. So I've had that since Chamber of Secrets came out in theaters. My little night bus. Take it away, Ernie. Just showing my setup that's not as nice as yours. Just showing off my setup that's not as lovely as yours. But
Oh, I see.
I work
Well,
with
it
what I
is.
have.
It is, though. It is as lovely, if not more so.
Oh, well,
Janine,
thank you.
if not more so. But do we just want to hop right in to the Philosopher's Stone? I think we do. Do you?
Yes, I do. So
Well,
3, 2, 1, go is how we usually work this.
yes.
3, 2, 1, press play on go. And are you ready?
I think so.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Even though you know, obviously, that I'll be ahead of you because that's how Britain works.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't matter, does it?
Today I'm eating tropical Sour Patch Kids.
Oh dear, an owl.
Ooh.
I don't want this entire watch along to just be me lovingly watching Harry Potter and not actually saying anything,
Not
because
talking about it at all.
it's likely to be that, I'm afraid.
Well, fun fact, Richard Harris only took this role because his granddaughter kept bothering him to take it.
I mean, when you actually look at Richard Harris's younger life and younger roles, you couldn't actually think of a person less suited to play Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Because he's such a kind of hellraiser.
See, I've never seen a lot of his stuff when he was younger.
I mean, even if you look into his just life in general, it would be Richard Harris and Peter O'Toole going on massive, like, week-long rages
What?
that were just like getting up to all sorts of really shady stuff.
Yeah.
And then, he just turns around and plays the most gentle version of Dumbledore you could possibly wish for. I mean, everything about these movies are just so perfect, by the way.
Yes.
Like, especially, I think, the Philosopher's Stone, it is really just a perfect movie adaptation, I think. It does everything so well. And I think this is the case, I would say, for the entire Potter series, is I don't think there's a bad bit of casting.
No.
For anybody.
Agreed. Like, we are talking about Star Trek right now in the shows. And once we get into the J.J. Abrams ones, there's definitely some casting things I want to discuss with that.
Okay.
Where I feel like the casting is almost perfect. But
not quite.
But not quite. Whereas this, I think, is great. As someone who's only read the first book.
Excuse me. What? Really? It's not like the difficult books to read, Janine.
I am aware.
Oh,
I'm someone who's read all the Twilight books, but not all of the Harry Potter books. That just speaks to our dynamic, our interests.
It's why you just think that they couldn't go back and kind of redo the story of Harry Potter. Say, as much as I would like
to continue to get like into this world.
Well, no, as much as I mean, as much as I would like maybe like a TV show, and I mean to cover absolutely every facet of the books. You're just not getting a better.
You're not recreating this.
You're not getting a better cast and style of these movies. And I know even the later movies, they get really desaturated and David
Dark and
Yates makes everything look grey. And these first couple of movies are incredibly bright and family orientated.
yes.
But that I always think that kind of follows on with the story anyway, so that's always made sense to me.
Yeah.
Is that the Philosopher's Stone as a book is a tiny book that's full of wonder, and the Chamber of Secrets has a little bit of darkness in, but he's also still along that realm. So I've known that to be a criticism of the later movies, is that they are very grey and dark to look at visually when you
Yeah.
compare them to the earlier ones. Well, that's always made sense to me. I don't know.
Because the story does
You know
get.
me. I will not hear a bad word said about Potter. I just
I will
won't.
say, I am kind of bummed they cut out the scene of Dudley kind of making amends with Harry.
Hmm. Yeah,
That would have been a nice arc for the character, you know.
but I'm gonna be honest with you, Janine. Owning these movies and looking at all the deleted scenes that come on the DVDs of these kind of things, just kind of view them as part of the movie anyway. I've seen them that many times
Yeah.
that they just feel like they just were there anyway.
Yeah.
Like my DVD copy of this movie that I'm watching at the minute, the case is battered. And I mean, like, it's like one of those like paper cases. It's a really
Yeah.
nice kind of edition,
Mine's a
but it
paper case too.
is ripped and battered and so well loved. Because I've got a feeling this is my single most watched movie ever.
Oh my goodness. You and I found ourselves at a uh inadvertently found ourselves at a Harry Potter filming location, did we not?
We did, but I don't think it shows up in this one. I think it's only in Chamber of Secrets.
It's Chamber of Secrets, yes.
However, I have been in filming locations from this movie, and I'm not talking about, the Harry Potter thing in London, the studio tour. Because I've never actually been there, because to be honest with you, I've never had anybody to go there with.
Well, we're
But
definitely going there next time.
when I was in Oxford, I went into it's called the Bodleian Library.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not allowed to film in there because it's like a unbelievably old library with unbelievably old books that they have to keep a certain, they're only allowed a certain amount of people in at any one time for a certain length of time. They have to keep everything a certain temperature. It's incredibly precise. But it's Hogwarts Library from this movie.
Oh.
Like, we'll see it, but there's the scene when Harry's going through the restricted section. He's got the little lantern, and then that book screams at him.
Oh,
I've
that's
literally
that
stood
place?
like there.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Harry's got a letter. Look at them all as well. They all go, oh dear. I know what this is.
There's a really cute wallet I want to get that's like a Hogwarts.
Hogwarts.
A Hogwarts letter.
Hags do have warts usually, though. That is true.
That's what. Why is he wearing that little like hat? Like he's in a barbershop quartet.
Because, Janine, that's the uniform for Smeltings, which is the fancy private school where Dudley was going. That's why he's wearing that hat.
Does it say in the book he wears a barbershop quartet hat? That's part of the school uniform.
I don't remember the exact description of the Smeltings uniform. I do, however, know that Vernon Dursley gets a right roaring fire going on with these letters. I mean, how well do those letters burn?
And that look he gives.
It's just a letter. Just like this, like,
yes, that look.
look at this, what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Burning all your mail.
Yes. That makes me laugh every time.
He's so happy with himself.
Mm-hmm.
I love that the reason Vernon likes Sundays as well isn't because, it's time for him to chill out after
You're
work.
already Sundays nail time.
Yeah.
I'm just at the fire.
Oh. Well, regardless, I just like the fact that Vernon likes Sundays because he doesn't have to he doesn't have to look at the postman.
Yes. I love the stylist took the time. Let's make his hair look like precisely disheveled.
Let's also remember that canonically, in this movie, Vernon and Petunia Dursley are in their early 30s. They are not 55 like they both look.
Yeah, they look very old.
Because let's also remember that I think James and Lily were 21 when they died.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy's gone mad. Oh, yes, he has.
And just the subtle touch of Harry's clothes being too big because they're obviously Dudley's hand-me-downs,
Yes. I do think they should.
But it's the thing that people always kind of joke about too is why wouldn't he want him to go to Hogwarts? Then he wouldn't have to deal with it,
Because he doesn't like magic, Janine. He's racist. He's like Voldemort, but the other way.
I will say I do love this bit of acting from Petunia in this scene where you feel I didn't know the backstory, the first time I watched this, and I felt her heartbreak.
The whole she's a freak and all that business.
Yes, and you see the tear welling up in her eye. Mm. You can tell that it came from this kind of envy,
Yeah.
You can tell that it didn't come from a place of hating her sister, but that she was so jealous that she was left out of this world. And I felt that layer seeing it without knowing that.
It's just another great bit of casting, though, for even a relatively small character.
Yes, that's why I love this moment so much, because I felt that without knowing any further of the story at that time. Because
that is one of my favourite lines in the entire movie, by the way.
What?
Dry up, Dursley, you great prune. JMB in the chat demands tweed jackets for this. There's no tweed jackets in Harry Potter. I don't even own a tweed jacket. I should own a tweed jacket.
You should. It's very much your style. So what happened? Did Hagrid go to Ollivanders and said, "No, kid, you don't get a wand. You just get this umbrella"?
No, Janine.
Okay, give me the book back.
Hagrid was expelled from Hogwarts, wasn't he?
But he went to Ollivanders to get his wand before he went to Hogwarts, didn't he?
Janine, when you are expelled from Hogwarts, your wand gets snapped.
Oh.
But because he was kept on at Hogwarts by Dumbledore, bits of his wand were implanted into that umbrella.
Oh, see, I had no idea.
JMB says, no, but the both of you would look fantastic in tweed jackets. Well, thank you very much,
well,
JMB.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
A wizard. I mean, Radcliffe isn't great, is he? Sure, but...
His glasses never have lenses in them.
His glasses don't have lenses in. He can't act when he's this old, and I love him dearly. It is also one of those movies that I could literally go through the script of dialogue for dialogue.
I'm still telling myself that you named your dog Ruby after Ruby is Hagrid because she's big and black and shaggy.
I
Like
didn't
Hagrid's hair.
name Ruby Ruby.
Well, that's why I'm just going to pretend you did because I think it's perfect. If Ruby is Hagrid were a dog, it would be your dog Ruby.
It's very insulting. Here's Fiona Shaw's performance, anyway.
See, I'm behind. I'm not even there yet.
She's a good
Like
actor.
that tear. Look at that tear welling up in her eye.
Right?
And the shivering, like the jealousy. Like that feels like disdain from jealousy, not from hate, you know?
It also makes that deleted scene from Deathly Hallows better, isn't it? You know, when they're leaving Privet Drive and Petunia's reminiscing and being all like, "You didn't just lose a mother that night in Godric's Hall. I lost a sister." Look at Dudley, that weasel.
I know. Billy says he wants me to do my Richard Harris impression.
If you do your Richard Harris impression, I'll do my Michael Gambon impression. Oh no, you do a much better Michael Gambon impression, and I probably do a better Richard Harris impression.
No, I'm not really great.
You are.
Ewoks. That's the best I can do.
What about your Michael Gambon impression, though?
No, it is not good.
This is why we also need to do a watch along of Goblet of Fire.
Yes. That is my favorite Harry Potter movie. And I don't
not
know
only
why.
Is it also my favorite Harry Potter movie, it's also the stupidest Harry Potter movie. With the entire movie's one long meme.
Yes.
I love it so dearly.
I don't know why I pick up on this.
Bizarre
it's not even
choices in it.
It's not even that pronounced, but for whatever reason, in the scene after Cedric has been killed and they return back, and Dumbledore says that they need to be honest about how he died, because it would be an insult to his memory. Like how he says memory, it just like sticks in my brain, and it's not even. I don't know. I don't know. But
of course you can do. Harry, did you put your name in your Goblet of Fire?
And everyone, I think that's like the biggest thing that Harry Potter fans like.
It is, and this is why people,
because in the book he did not yell like that, right?
That one. Do you know, I love Tom the barman in this movie as well. Bless my soul, it's Harry Potter. And then all the random witches and wizards just, oh, hello, I'm Doris Crockford, Mr. Potter.
I think any of them we could have memorable moments.
I want to know why. I've always wondered why, because let's remember that Quirrell did not have a turban the last time Hagrid saw him at Hogwarts.
Oh.
So why isn't Hagrid right now going, hold on a minute, Quirrell, why are you wearing a turban now? What's happened here?
Maybe he just got his hair did and he didn't want to mess it up.
I know, but surely you would think that's a pretty striking thing to just show up on somebody's head when you're really not used to seeing
Never seen
them.
it before. Yeah. But Hagrid's
why are you wearing that turban, Quirrell? Nothing. No reason at all.
Why are you wearing it? Nothing.
Why do you have all that hair? That's just my hair. Professor? Why are you wearing that turban? I'm not
Head,
wearing a turban. You are,
hat.
Professor.
He just backs away slow. He just homers into the bush.
Oh, Diagon Alley. It's so perfect.
I'm jealous that Florida has Diagon Alley.
Oh yeah, I mean, for God's
LA
sake,
does not have a Diagon Alley.
the Diagon Alley in Florida is so good. I mean, I like, as much as I like the Hogsmeades and the Hogwarts castles. I mean, both of them. I have been to both of them. The Diagon Alley is just incredible, really.
That's really cool. Like, this world is definitely made for theming, theme park situations. Look at that sassy owl.
I know, I love that owl's just giving it this. I'm an owl. By me. Hello.
Hey, girl, hey. How many of Christopher Columbus's children did he sneak into this world? His daughter's in it. She's one of the girls who gets sorted in sorting hat scene.
JMB says, don't you guys have daily turbans? I have one for each day of the week, including a pinstripe turban, a polka dot turban, a Hawaiian shirt themed turban.
Do you have a tweed turban?
And a tweed turban, yes. Oh, it's so serious, isn't it? Why does Hagrid all of a sudden, as soon as he enters Gringotts, become like, I wish to make a withdrawal?
The goblins are scary as fuck. They're all serious and mean.
No, they're not.
That's not scary looking, and they're all serious.
Don't be racist, Jenny. It's just a goblin. And don't come at me with all this, oh, it's so obvious the goblins are actually racist. Stop thinking negatively about everything to do with Harry Potter, please, people.
So, what is your favorite line delivery in all of Harry Potter?
In all of Harry Potter, it's such a tough question, isn't it? I think we could just go through this movie and I just point out when I love line deliveries, which actually is Grip Hook here. Vern Troyer, actually, this version of Grip Hook,
but still, Warwick Davis. But it's his voice still. It's Warwick Davis's voice.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. When he just goes, "Lamp, please."
Yeah.
Vault 713. What's in there, Hagrid? Can't tell you that. Top secret. Why are you taking Harry then?
Like, Harry could give a handful of that to the frickin' Weasleys and they wouldn't be poor anymore.
No, Janine, you don't understand.
Just saying.
What makes Harry love the Weasleys is that
they're poorer than him.
They are poor.
That's why he loves them.
They are poor and they are better than him anyway. They wouldn't be the Weasleys if they weren't poor and ramshackle. They'd be the Malfoys.
Also, like, how do you manage to be poor in the wizarding world? There's magic. I like that there's still class systems in a world where you could create whatever you want.
I will say that the Ollivanders scene is perhaps my single favorite scene in this entire movie, if not maybe even the whole 8 movies.
Would you ever go to Ollivanders and do the whole wand experience and get a wand?
Well, no, because you'd have to pay $75 for one.
But you're such
and John Hurt wouldn't be doing it, would he? John Hurt wouldn't be doing it. Again, Ollivander, a tiny role, and they get such a massive actor.
I know, but it's like it's an important lore character.
It is, but it's such a good scene. It's like Harry Potter ASMR, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. He has a great
John
voice.
Hurt's voice.
He has such a great voice. I'm glad he at least came back. Got to come back for that last one.
He did. Yeah, he was
One of the
literally in the
last
first
one.
one and the last one.
Last one, yeah.
I don't think he was. I think he just started to become unwell as well when he was doing the last one.
Yeah. And the fact that he can remember everyone.
I remember every wand I ever sold, Mr. Potter.
Ugh.
And I love that. This is one of my favourite line deliveries as well, which is just, I wonder. And then the shadowy shot of Ollivander walking back down from his alleyway of wands.
Yeah. Ooh.
Just creepy. And you just get the...
And it's like so epic, and the zoom out and the music and the glowing and extra.
I want to know, and I don't actually, because you never see it in the movies, do you? You never see it in the books. When everyone gets the first wand from Ollivander's or from wherever,
Mm-hmm.
does everybody glow when they get the right one?
Probably not.
Everybody just go,
You
my
hear
wand.
and the big old
And
light.
Ollivander just goes, ooh.
A cameraman shows up and zooms in. Well, I asked you what your favorite line was because I know what it is and I want to hear you say
Oh, you
it.
do know. Yeah, you do. I mean, you do know what it is. It's quite obvious what it is. And it's a reason we need to do Goblet of Fire, because my favourite line delivery in the entirety of the Harry Potter series is the Chinese fireball. Ooh.
So
From
good.
Barty Crouch.
Yes.
But I could also say basically every line in every movie.
Oh yes, we found ourselves at.
What is your favourite line delivery? And is it would be an insult to his memory?
No, that's not my favorite. My favorite
Is it Ray finds as Voldemort really over dramatically shouting Avada Kedavra?
No.
Especially in the last movie.
I mean, I do appreciate
so unbelievably. Like, calm down, Ray Fiennes. You don't.
I do appreciate Dumbledore's got style. I do like that.
Well, yes.
But my favorite line is broken.
Oh, I know what this
There's
is.
no bones left.
You also do like you do like it's like trying to catch smoke. Like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. God, you're so ominous.
Yes.
Where have you come
I got
from?
this one line. I am not a kid. Anybody knows. I'm gonna sell that shit.
That's
There's a very fun video.
It's one of the darkest omens in our world. It's the omen of death. All right. Who are you?
Like they zoom in on him. He almost gets like a wand like moment with that scene, with that monologue.
It's just Quaron wanting to be extra.
There is a video out there of any time a person of color has a line of dialogue in Harry Potter. It is literally 6.5 minutes long.
Yeah, it's
over 8 films.
It's
People of color have 6 minutes of dialogue over a span of 8 films.
I'm not going to say Harry Potter's the most diverse, and it's certainly, obviously, it's diverse characters do have monumentally stereotypical names. That is true.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna stop me loving the world, Janine, I'm afraid.
No, it's great. It's great.
Just because the one Asian person you have is called Cho Chang.
But she's like Irish.
She's Scottish, Janine.
Oh, sorry.
Ultimately, as well, Harry Potter's for children, isn't it? Really?
Yes.
So you kind of do. You can forgive a stereotyping to an extent because it's just simpler for children.
Well, yes, we did find ourselves with the fake King Cross.
Did that line come in the every line by a person of colour? That one where he's in King's Cross just then, and that one black man runs past him and just says, "Oh, sorry, mate."
Oh no, I don't think so.
Well, the video is irrelevant then because they're clearly missing very important lines by random black people like that one.
Hagrid really just did a Batman and just left him to figure that
He
shit
did.
out on his own.
He's like, bye.
He hella just Batmaned him.
I do love this as well. And obviously, Molly Weasley's just like, oh, Harry's over there. Muggles, 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 muggles are everywhere. Look at all these muggles. Because she just sees Harry looks lost. So she just says something that he's going to instantly recognise to get him to follow them.
Yes.
Because she's already incredibly maternal to Harry, even though she doesn't know him. It is also supposed to be secretive. There's Ginny's one line in the entire movie as well. Good lad. You know,
they refuse, the twins. They refuse to do cameos together.
I don't blame them.
They will only do individual.
I don't blame them. Oh, the Hogwarts Express. Have you ever been on the Hogwarts Express, Janine?
I have not.
Oh no, that's in Florida.
Yeah, no, we just see a facade of it in California.
When I eventually go to Scotland, I'm gonna go to the.
Yeah, when are you gonna go and see Nolan?
Well, yes, also to see Nolan, but also I'm gonna go further up. This is where I focus. I don't Nolan, as opposed to seeing where the Hogwarts Express goes.
It's terrible.
You know that bridge thing.
Yeah.
That's up in Scotland. Hogwarts is in Scotland, though. That is a fact.
Oh. They should just build a Hogwarts.
That's why it takes so long to get there from London. Also, anything from the trolley, dears?
No, I just think of the Cursed Child where the trolley lady is turns into Wolverine, is just running on top of the train. Well, when I come visit you at some point, we've made a deal to go to Dobby's Beach, take socks,
yes.
take socks first, and recreate Dobby's dance.
Yeah, we'll recreate it twice so we both get to play both parts. If me going,
to be with friends.
Dobby is so happy to be with friends.
See, can you imagine that lady turning into Wolverine and running on top of the train?
I just look really kind of
take the lot.
Trying to play Dobby, because it'd just be me going, oh, hello.
And then you gotta die, but you gotta die smiling. Morgan is happy to be with his friend, Janine Price. And then
There'd be people looking at us thinking, "What are those weirdos?" To which we'd turn around and go, "Excuse me, have some respect." Right, how far behind are you now?
I'm at chocolate frogs.
That's not. Oh, that's all right. I'm at Hermione. It's a stupid spell, that, Ron. It's not a spell. Doesn't work.
Scabbers.
Kill him now.
Right now.
Stamp on him.
I know.
There'd be so much pain would not happen if you just stamped on Scabbers now. I know he's your pet. He's also evil. Hermione's also like way more Hermione in this movie than in any other movie.
Maybe the one, yeah.
Like this basically just is Hermione.
Oculus Reparo.
I want to know where they got the uniforms from.
I know.
They're just on the train, just like, what? I don't have the right size though. We don't have enough size small.
It's
You'll have to wear a size large, Ron. But I'm not big enough. You'll just have. It's all we've got left, Ron. I'm tripping over my robe. I don't care. Put your robe on. And the ties as well, that they only ever wear for one meal.
Just
because then they get the house ties. Oh, it's perfect though, isn't it? I mean, look at how.
Yeah.
Just every shred of this movie I just adore, I'm afraid.
It did a very good job of like bringing this world to life.
Just perfect.
Because it's like when you're reading something like this, you're picturing everything in your head. And so, like, whatever they do has to kind of live up to that.
And the music.
They're such babies.
I've been there.
Ew.
These stairs. I've been there. I've walked up those stairs.
See, and I haven't.
They're in Oxford.
I'm not even there yet. They're just in the boats.
The boats. Well, I'll pause it because I just want you to know that I've walked up those stairs, Janine. So please tell me when.
You don't have proof because you don't like to take pictures.
Excuse me, I do have proof.
Oh, there we go.
I do have proof, so shut up. Has McGonagall started speaking? Do you see the stairs, Janine?
I see the stairs up to Hogwarts, but not the stairs actually inside Hogwarts.
No, the stairs inside Hogwarts, because I've walked up those stairs, Janine. I've also filmed myself walking up those stairs. So there's
John Williams just tweaking his Home Alone 2 score.
A little bit. There they are.
Yep, I see them stairs, walking up the stairs, McGonagall tapping her fingers. Okay. Have you heard Ian McKellen's?
Yes, I have heard Ian McKellen's Maggie Smith impression. There is a picture of me at the stairs.
Wonderful. But you don't have a picture of yourself on the Spice Girls stairs. That's not as
No, I don't.
I have a picture of that. Which happens to be the same place that we went to that turns out is the facade of King's Cross.
Janine, do you know what is... So, after the door that is behind McGonagall there is the door that leads into the Great Hall. Yeah? It also leads into a real Great Hall.
Oh, really?
Which is the Great Hall at Christ Church College in Oxford. that is literally the inspiration for the Great Hall.
Trevor's gross.
Yes, Trevor might be gross, but I'm explaining
Yes,
the
I'm
origins of the
listening to you.
Great Hall, Janine.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by my theas.
At the top, yes, at the top of these stairs, I walked up these stairs and then into the Great Hall, which has 4 long tables, all kinds of portraits around it. It's very Hogwarts, Janine. It is actually Hogwarts, so it's obviously not as big as the Hogwarts Great Hall, and it's not magical, but the area is actually Hogwarts.
That's
So
really
I've been to
cool.
Hogwarts, and you haven't. Ha ha ha
Ew.
ha ha ha
Well,
ha ha ha.
little ring a ding ding to yourself.
Exactly, yes.
Did you have access to the whole reunion show thing?
I don't think so. I don't know though.
It's
I've
not on-
seen these people talk about Harry Potter so often. I really don't need to see them talk about it again. It's not going to make any difference to me watching that or not.
I think it's not. If you were a real fan, you would want to see that.
If I was a real, don't question my fandom, you know.
I mean, this is like years later.
Let's also point out the fact that
Emma Watson talks about how she had a huge crush on Tom Felton.
I know Emma Watson had a huge
and they
crush
talk
on
about
Tom.
how she loved him. They love each other. And all
No, they loved each other.
Yeah. So everyone always it's like, yeah.
Well, let's also just point out the fact that all the wizard hats that all the students are wearing, that they only ever wear in this scene.
Oh, yeah. And
we do miss a sorting
Daniel
hat
Radcliffe
song.
talks about how he kind of had a crush. He had the hots for Helena Bonham Carter. See,
I mean, okay, I get it.
So there are things that you probably didn't know. See, that redhead girl, that is Christopher Columbus's daughter.
Not Susan Bones.
Mm-hmm. That's his daughter. The director's daughter.
Yeah.
I can hear you. I heard Gryffindor. What house are you in, Morgan? Gryffindor, right?
I think so.
Do you know what your Patronus is?
Oh.
Chinese fireball.
It is. It's a Chinese fireball. I don't. Do you know? I never really did.
I love how the hat is literally like he barely goes when I said Slytherin. Like it's like immediate.
You just go bad guy, evil.
I am Slytherin.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch Richard Harris in the background of these shots. Just every time somebody gets sorted, he's just doing this. The worst clap in the world. He looks half asleep. Look at him. Look at him. He looks like he's nodding off.
A dude was probably rocking some cancer at this point. So
rocking some. What a horrible phrase. And then everybody goes, "Oh, it's Harry Potter. Let's all watch Harry Potter. Let's not make him feel weird at all. Let's all watch him and stare at him."
And those candles were all real.
Good.
They kept melting and they keep like dripping on people. And they had to keep resetting them.
Oh, it's just, I love it so much. I do. I can't help it, Janine. No, I don't want to go in Slytherin. I really don't want. You might as well be shouting.
I
He's
know, right? The hat can hear you. Not Slytherin. You just put him on blast.
right. Like all the Slytherins are now thinking, "Oh, Harry Potter's a dick."
Like, what did we do to you? Think you special?
Oh, favourites already, Albus.
Mm-hmm.
You're always picking favourites, aren't you? The bias. He's a bias man, Albus Dumbledore. He's never been.
And
He just
whatever happened to
picked who
Madam
he liked.
Hooch?
It's a good question. Whatever happened to Madame Hooch? In one
Yeah.
movie, never in any others. Like,
Mm-mm.
look how prominent her seat is at the table
The
as well.
table. Yeah. Is her position like professor of the dark arts?
No, she's flying teacher, and she
That's
basically
what I'm
runs the
saying.
Quidditch.
That's what I'm saying. So is her position like that, where they just put a new teacher every year?
Oh
And that was all
no,
real.
no, it
That was all
isn't.
real food. So it started to stink.
It isn't. Madame Hooch is in several books.
I'm just
Oh
saying,
yes,
like in
John
the
Cleese is
movies.
here. Hello,
Yes.
I'm nearly headless Nick. I have a mustache.
Can you imagine if you just said, "I have a mustache"?
Here are the other ghosts. Thing is, the Muggleborns must be terrified. Like
They were
a ghost.
ghosts.
Like the Muggleborns have grown up watching Scooby Doo, and all of a sudden, ghosts are real.
Yeah. Is that the Bloody Baron?
Like the Bloody Baron is legitimately terrifying as well. To be fair, Nick's pretty terrifying when he takes his head off.
Isn't he the one who killed Helena Ravenclaw and made her a
Yes.
ghost at Hogwarts?
Yes. Oh, he's Percy going, "Come on, let's go this way now. Hurry up, don't diddle about. Hurry up. We've no time to waste. Chill out, Percy." Some of these people have never seen the castle before. They're a little bit mesmerized. They're a little bit interested in exploring, and you're just like, "Come on, hurry up.
No.
We have to go this way." That's another one of my favourite line deliveries in the entire series as well. Is just that painting going, "Welcome to Hogwarts."
I'm so excited. And how come the fat lady changes?
Because Quaron wanted to be wacky. Any changes to Hogwarts you could put down to Quaron wanted to be wacky with Prisoner of Azkaban. I have also been to other locations of Hogwarts, and I want to go back there actually in Alnwick Castle, which is in like the northeast.
Oh.
It's like where the flying lesson
Mm-hmm.
pitches and some of the courtyards and things like that. And when I was in Oxford, I was really upset that it was shut on the day. It was shut because of I think it was a graduation ceremony.
Yeah.
But one of the colleges in Oxford University has you can visit there
Mm-hmm.
and find it's ticketed and toured and all that business. But it's the courtyard from Goblet of Fire where Moody turns Malfoy into a ferret.
Oh.
And I so very much wanted to reenact
Go
that
there.
entire scene just to myself.
Poor Hedwig. Yeah, see, I'm not even where you are again. It's always so annoying that everything's faster.
Why,
McGonagall is a
where are
pretty
you
cat, though.
now?
They're just getting in too late for class.
Oh, I'm in potions already.
Are you serious?
There'll be no foolish wand waving or silly incantations in this
Yeah,
class.
McGonagall just turned human and got them in trouble.
Well, here is Alan Rickman. Here he is. I mean, how significantly does the potions classroom change as well?
Oh yeah, it's completely different. It's totally different in Order of the Phoenix.
Mm. That's very Order of the Phoenix music.
Yes.
It's incredibly Order of the Phoenix. And Half-Blood, I think, actually has that.
I think so.
Oh, I'm just getting comfy. Are you in potions?
I am in potions. He
Oh,
just
for God's
busted
sake.
in. Now he's, draping his cloak around and being so dramatical.
Grilling Harry.
And yeah, he's bottle fame, brew glory, and even put a stopper in death.
You can't put a stopper in death, though, can you, Severus? Because you didn't manage to do that before, did you? That's why you're the way you are. That's why you're a miserable creature.
I just thought of a really terrible, terrible edit I could do.
What? What?
And just that line, and put a stopper in death. And then cut to the clip of him dying with like freaking Price is Right fail.
And then him hugging Lily's body and going.
Every time, like, and put a stopper in death, and then a character dying.
And Snape just next to them going.
Making a face like, waka waka.
Even put a stopper in death. Avada Kedavra. That's not putting a stopper in it, Severus. That's actually murdering someone.
Yeah.
That's the complete opposite. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot, Severus.
Hello there, Sister Mary Elephant. Oh my gosh, Seamus just blowing himself up all the time. That's why I love in the last movie, like, we need to blow up this bridge. I'm your guy. And Seamus is like, well, I'll
do it. Everybody just laughs at him. Like, he could be seriously injured.
I know, right? Yeah, what is the point of a remembrall if you don't remember what you forgot?
Neville's an idiot. You mean that's why?
It just tells you that you forgot something.
The problem is, I don't remember what I've forgotten. You're an idiot, Neville. There's one of your person of colour lines in Harry Potter as well.
Yes.
Hey, Neville's got to remember. I think that's probably Dean's only line in the movie.
Yes. We'll get more subsequent lines.
Here's a trivia question for you, Janine.
Mm-hmm.
What football team does Dean Thomas support? Because he's Muggle.
Mm-hmm. I do not know.
West Ham.
Mm-hmm.
Big poster of West Ham on his dormitory wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, here, this courtyard, the flying lesson. I've been there.
Oh, that's very cool. That's such a nice grass.
And it was years ago, years and years and years and years ago
Ah,
that I went there now. But I'd like to go back there soon. Do you have to say up like that in that ridiculously aggressive?
well, Hermione's like being very much like a mom up.
Or can you just say, "Come on, get up"?
I like how it hits Ron in the face.
Yes, soccer team. Yes, sure.
Wow, he's really trying to make you say soccer.
To go along with the fact that this movie isn't called The Philosopher's Stone. Thing is, I don't think flying lessons should be mandatory for first years. I think it should be entirely an elective subject.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I mean, because some people just frankly will never want to do this.
Yeah.
And they are forced to do it. And it's potentially dangerous, like Neville finds out.
Look at this.
Like, how does he even manage that?
How CGI Neville learns. How dangerous this can be.
I know the CG on Neville.
It is a little gummy. It's a little gummy.
It is poor.
Yeah.
But I still prefer it to some of the CG in your more modern movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because at least the background's real, Janine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
Like I think the CG in movies of today is the backgrounds that are fake. It's not, the actual individuals and that sort of stuff look real, but it's the backgrounds that are fake. I don't mind. I've never minded questionable CG if the actual background and location
is real.
It's just when backgrounds are fake that it just looks fake.
Yeah.
Give it here, mouth, or I'm gonna punch you in the face. Malfoy's just like, you're not gonna punch me in the face. I'm gonna do a weird broom maneuver and fly up here. Somebody should be telling.
Let's slick back his hair. That'll make him look mean.
Oh yeah, I mean the hair is so slicked back. Somebody should be telling Malfoy as well. Excuse me, Draco. Madam Hoot said not to go off the ground.
Well, that's a very Hermione thing to do.
Why have you done that?
She dropped the ball on that one.
Thing is, early Draco is just unnecessarily cruel. But later Draco is actually interesting.
Yes.
I love the celebration here. It's like you've not really done a great, but they're all so happy.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah! Pat on the back.
And then as soon as McGonagall comes out, they're all like, oh dear. Oh no. Like, the defense against the dark arts classroom as well. How much does that change?
I know. How does this guy manage to have two compromising names? One in the movie and one outside the movie. His surname in this movie is...
Compromising names.
His surname in this movie is Wood.
Yes.
His real surname is Biggerstaff. Just saying.
Well, that's why he was cast. That's why he was cast, Janine. It was based on the name. It was only based on the name.
Biggerstaff in the role of
Wood. He's going to play Wood. He's definitely going to play Wood. He has to play
Why?
Wood.
Was he good in his audition? No, just the name.
No, he's just called it just works. It just works so well.
Ron is a
You can
dick.
imagine the producers sat there going, "He wasn't that good though. He wasn't
It's
the best,
funny.
but it's funny. He wasn't that good though."
And look, Miss McGonagall's on there too. Look,
Oh
that's
yeah,
her
quality
McGonagall.
Quidditch player was Minerva.
That's how she like spotted him.
I should say, and if anybody has watched the new Secrets of Dumbledore movie yet, that they do actually rather nicely bring back some snippets of music in that
Oh,
movie.
you got me excited that we were going to see Minerva playing.
Oh, you don't see Minerva playing Quidditch. No, there's none of that. Oh, there's the statue of
Salazar Slytherin.
Salazar Slytherin. No, Gunhilda of Gorsmore, the Humpback Witch.
Oh,
That's who that is.
it's got a lot of dirt on it. I couldn't
It
tell.
has got a lot of dirt on it, Janine, but that's because you're not allowed to go on the third floor corridor on the right hand side. That's why it's all derelict.
Then why is Mrs. Norris?
Also, actually, I question. Please don't go on the third floor corridor on the right hand side. It's out of bounds. It's only been out of bounds for this school year. So, 2 months ago, it was fine and in use. Why is it that dirty?
True.
Why is there that many cobwebs everywhere?
If it
Why does
literally,
it look like it's not been inhabited in centuries?
Yeah.
If it's literally not been inhabited in about 3 months. Oh, because Fluffy's there. Hello, Fluffy. How are you?
Is Mrs. Norris like one of those Nagini things where she was a human who turned into a cat? So that's why he calls her. She was maybe his wife, and that's why he is so obsessed with his cat.
It is a theory that goes around, Janine, yes.
So it was never expressly confirmed in the novels.
But there is also no mention of what, Nagini was, that, whatever, is it maledictus? There's also no mention of that in any book. There's no mention of that word in any book.
But Nagini being a human at one point.
No, I'm telling you, Nagini's a snake, and there's no mention of any remotely word that remotely sounds like maledictus.
Okay.
That is an entirely thing from that one movie, because I will also say that is not even
priorities.
That is not even remotely thought about in this new Dumbledore movie.
Okay.
I'm telling you, she ain't even in it.
Oh, okay.
She ain't even thought about.
But she had a big old thing in the last movie, though.
Yeah, that's why that last movie was a little bit off. It didn't make a great deal of sense sometimes, did it?
Yeah, I've only seen it once.
You tried doing some things that it...
How come you're not commenting on Oliver Wood's fancy turtleneck?
Oliver Wood, yes, I've always liked Oliver Wood's turtleneck in this particular scene. It's not a spoiler, though, is it? It's actually an anti-spoiler. I'm telling you what isn't in the movie, not what is in the movie. It's the opposite of a spoiler. Oliver Wood, the only person to ever actually catch a bludger.
Yeah.
That is a bludger.
Like, how do you practice with that?
all the first years, well, not even the first years, all the people who went to the Quidditch tryouts at the start of this school year, Ginny,
Mm-hmm.
to be Gryffindor Team Seeker, who were beaten by a famous 11-year-old in their
Who
first year,
illegally rode
who's
his
never even
broom.
heard of Quidditch, never even remotely heard of Quidditch, because McGonagall saw him fly once.
Yeah, kind of unfair.
It's bias again, Janine. Here's Flitwick. Now, Janine, do we like this Flitwick or do we like black hair mustache Flitwick?
I kind of like this version better. It's like they took changed his look completely.
That is
Did he
because
have like
this is actually Flitwick, and black hair mustache Flitwick was only actually Flitwick when they realised that they wanted Warwick Davis to come back in Prisoner of Azkaban, but he was just the leader of the Frog Choir, and Flitwick wasn't actually a character in the movie. They didn't think they were going to use Flitwick again, but then they brought him back and made him into Flitwick for the rest of the thing, keeping that same look.
Oh, it's so weird.
It is weird.
It just looks like Flitwick had a midlife crisis.
It does, really. I mean, it does. Well, Dad, look at you. She's done it. She's so good.
Oh my gosh. Oh goodness.
I question what's in Seamus Finnegan's wand.
So you like your wood with a turtleneck?
I refuse to answer that question. That is a lewd question. Seriously though, what was Seamus doing then? What was he doing then? What was he doing? No, he wasn't pronouncing it correctly at all. But what was he doing then to make himself blow up again?
Don't know.
Why? What's wrong with his wand?
Ron, you're so mean.
Why am I mean?
No, Ron is mean.
Oh, Ron's mean. Oh, yes, Ron's mean. Ron's horrible, really. Oh, it's Halloween. Look at all the pumpkins. For God's sake, Ron. Look at Ron's not even bothered.
It's like, are they really just having a bunch of sweets for dinner? That sounds so gross.
It does, really, doesn't it? You need some substance.
Crying. I do like how things play into other things, you know. Like I was really excited to find out that the basilisk is what killed Moaning Myrtle and like connections like that.
But I would like to point out, Janine, that troll in the dungeon, faints, screams. Why do they then all scream and run out of the Great Hall, closer to the dungeon? Stay in the Great Hall. There's a big door. There's one door.
Yeah,
that's huge. That a troll is going to be fine. Let the experienced professionals deal with the troll.
Yeah. No, the three of them are going to go. Oh, the two of them. They got to save Hermione. It's your fault, Ron.
It is your fault, Ron. He's the troll now. The last thing you want to see.
Nah.
Yeah, I'd love it. I would absolutely love it.
What?
If yes, okay, they've got rid of the troll and all that business by the end of this scene, and it's all fine. But then they just say, Excuse me, Harry, Ron. Why have you gone in to the women's bathroom?
40 points from Gryffindor.
That is most inappropriate. You can't just walk in there.
Yeah.
That's creepy. You know, the troll's an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the troll's supposed to be an idiot, but
It's really not great CGI.
what, on the troll?
Like Harry on the troll.
Do you mean this is 2001?
I am aware.
You're not gonna have Thanos.
But I mean, even the lighting on it is not very well, like matching. You know, it's not matching the space.
Janine, stop hating on the movie.
I'm not hating on anything. You can be critical of things you love.
Is it dead? How would it be dead?
With its mallet hitting it in the head.
How weak is it? Well, the last thing I want on my wand is a load of troll snot.
Troll bogies.
See, this is what McGonagall should be saying now. Explain yourself, both of you. What are you doing in this bathroom?
But Professor, we took down the.
I don't care, Potter. You're not allowed.
Troll bogies. Yeah, when he wiped it on his robes. Gross.
I don't think Snape's hair, in particularly this movie, is just quite significantly wavier than it is in the others.
But it's not very consistent either. Sometimes it's scraggly, sometimes it's neat, sometimes it's out. It's like all over the place.
The rest of the movies, it is kind of perfectly curtained, straight black, greasy. But in this, he takes really good care of his hair in this movie.
Like his hair looks better than Hermione's.
Quirrell's a weasel as well, isn't he? Look at him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Quidditch, Janine. It's Quidditch. We're nearly Quidditch.
Does that game actually make any sense?
Quidditch?
Yeah.
No. It's not the point, Janine. The point is it's fun. I know why someone would go near the dog. There's something secret.
What?
There's a plot afoot.
Get Harry Potter detective.
Sherlock Potter. Sherlock, but he can't figure out what present he's just received. What's this? A terrible detective there, Harry. The Nimbus 2000, there'll be a better one out next year. You have to wait a year. It's like it's like an iPhone.
Yeah.
The new one comes out next year. Samsung Galaxy, like 2 a year. It's ridiculous. Are you ready, Harry? No, I'm not.
What is
ready
it? It's
at all. I've never played Quidditch before.
And it's obviously a broom. Like, what is this thing that's wrapped like a broom? It's a broom.
It's always a joke that, say, like on Christmas and that kind of stuff, or your birthday, when you've got like a present wrapped up.
And it's wrapped up in the shape of what it is.
No, but see, we always make the joke is that if something is distinctly not the shape of something, then we'll say it's that other thing. Like, say if you've just got like a box, like a small box.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I know what that is. It's a football. It's a new bike.
Oh, gotcha.
It's not very funny, really, but it's just makes me laugh. CG on this Quidditch game's pretty woeful as well, by the way, but I do love it.
You can talk about it and still enjoy it.
I do love it, though.
I mean, they're trying to create some pretty ambitious things.
This is why Madam Hoot should have been in the other movies, because there's Quidditch in some of the other movies. And they still need a referee.
Yeah. For anyone who has watched the show Community, the announcer is actually the character of Millennium, the character who always goes, pop, pop.
Yes, it is, isn't it, Lee Jordan?
He actually like comes in and does little like co-hosting on that Harry Potter trivia game show on HBO Max that's hosted by Helen Mirren.
Okay. It's Lee Jordan though. That's all I know.
Yes.
10 points to Gryffindor.
This guy is definitely lives up to the stereotypes of British people with bad teeth.
Who? Oh, Marcus Flynn.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got some
he does.
terrible teeth.
Yeah, he does.
Draco's teeth, his baby teeth, are not great. And no, don't get me started on Neville. The dude like did his whole glow up, got his veneers and his abs.
You did. You did. At least he goes from Nimbus to Firebolt, doesn't get bogged down in brand loyalty. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
No, he does not at all. Well, he's very loyal to his Firebolt.
Yeah.
Now, the good thing I really like about the Quidditch scenes in the books is that you still get Lee Jordan's commentary and things like that. And a lot of the time, he's just really insulting to people he doesn't like. And McGonagall has to keep butting in and saying, "Stop it!
Just be unbiased and say
Be nice."
Yeah.
And then I think is it in Order of the Phoenix in some of the Quidditch in the book? Luna's actually commentating. So that's fun. You can imagine how that goes.
Yeah. She just says random shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a question about commentating.
I'm not really interested in this game. I'm just going to talk about Rackspurts.
As a sports fan, how do you feel about only having one commentator?
It doesn't matter if they're a good commentator, which I believe Lee Jordan is a good commentator. Then what I don't like is when the secondary commentator on a lot of sports is absolutely awful and often no insight at all, and usually have a terrible broadcast voice.
Yeah, it's kind of like you've never seen Dodgeball, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. It's like Cotton.
I watched Dodgeball with you, I'm fairly
it's
certain.
Like Pepper Brooks and Cotton McKnight.
Yes, what's his face?
Jason Bateman.
Jason
Like
Bateman.
he literally adds nothing to
Yeah, exactly. Oh no. You think the random people in this stadium now watching Harry play about on his broom like this,
On his free, expensive broom.
on his free, expensive broom, in his first game, when everybody's really not sure that he should be on the pitch in the first place.
It's not like, what was McGonagall thinking? This dude sucks.
Just thinking, why is he there? He shouldn't be on the pitch. Put somebody else on. Useless. Surely you need personalities that bounce off each other, though. Yeah, but I mean, you don't get those, do you? There's no personality in sports commentary these days. There's none at all. Certainly not in football. Some of the actual full commentators are okay, but that's only a couple of them. Some of the secondary commentators, the co-commentators, are absolutely diabolical.
Mm-hmm.
I do like listening to baseball commentary, though. I find that almost aggressively American.
Yeah.
Where they could just like randomly talk about anything. And just as long as they end by just saying, and that's a strike 2 down the middle. They could just talk about absolutely anything.
They really do show Quirrell a lot in this scene. Like, for it trying to like build to this mystery of Quirrell.
It's not Quirrell at all.
Yeah, they only show him just as much as they show Snape in that whole scene.
It's just because Snape's going like this.
Yeah. But even after they put out the fire, they still like hold on to Quirrell for a hot minute. Like,
look at his hair. Look at Snape's hair. He looks so dishevelled.
Okay, Harry's standing on your room. No way he'd be able to do that. I think he's gotta be sick.
What are you laughing at now?
Hagrid thinking he's gonna be sick. I think he's gonna be sick. You haven't gotten there yet? Are you guys?
No, I'm way past that.
Yeah, see.
I remember this scene that I'm on now, which is the whole...
Oh, I see the messy hair now.
It's the whole Hagrid, I shouldn't have said that scene.
Oh,
when they're trying to question Hagrid.
He's
on the disc 2 of this DVD, you can watch this scene in a variety of languages, overdubbed. Ooh. And it's just like really dramatic Spanish and Hungarian and things like that. Like if you wanted to just watch one Harry Potter scene in overdubbed in random languages, because these are the kind of things I would do. This is how much I just consume Harry Potter things. I'm now on Hagrid pulling his Christmas tree.
Which CinemaSins is like, really? Can't you just use magic to set up that tree? They're using magic to decorate it.
Yep, there's Flitwick hanging up his bauble.
Does your case look exactly like my case, but it just says Philosopher's Stone on it?
Possibly. Where's yours? Oh no, that's no. I've got oh, where is it? Oh, I'll go and get it.
Because mine's like a paper too. Christmas. Oh. No, mine has like a drawing. Mine's like a drawing. See, mine's like a painting. Mine's like a painting.
Yeah, mine's more of a poster.
Sorcerer's Stone.
So when they're talking about it actually does say sorcerers in your movie, doesn't it? Like dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdos, horrible people.
Wizard.
Oh, it's Christmas! I've got a present.
See, this one scene alone is why people feel like they want to watch Harry Potter at Christmas time.
It is.
So
I mean, it really
random.
is. The good thing about Harry Potter, though, is that you can watch it at Christmas, you can watch it at Halloween, you can watch it in the middle of summer, you can watch it any time.
Or you can watch it when a new Fantastic Beasts movie's coming out.
Or you can watch it when a new Fantastic Beasts movie's coming out, exactly. Although...
Oh, I love this part. Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron. What are you wearing?
What's that you've got on? That's a horrible jumper.
Like he's all happy and he's like, what are you wearing?
Are you in the library yet?
No.
I'm in the library. I've been in this library.
He's just opening his Christmas presents. Reading the note from, I don't know.
Well, I'm going to pause it on the library because I've been in this library.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, he's just now putting the invisibility cloak on.
I love how Ron's like, they're really rare. There's actually one of them. There's one of them, Ron.
I know.
It's the only one.
It's the only one.
Ron.
Okay, library with the lantern and his one ghost hand sticking out of the coat.
And he only knows what the invisibility cloak is because he used to be Red Beetle the Bard by his mother. Yes, the library, Janine. I've been in this library.
That's really cool.
I know I keep bringing it up, but it's a nice library.
But you're excited.
I am
As
excited.
you should be. These Sour Patch Kids are really good.
Yes, right there with all those books on chains.
Ooh. Nice billowy books.
Very old books. Books from the 1600s, Janine.
Did the book just yell at him?
Yes, the book just yelled at him, yes. It went. I'm going to be honest with you as well. That book yelling at Harry Potter used to give me nightmares.
Really?
I would not, as a child, I would not be able to watch that scene or go anywhere near. I remember actually on this particular DVD in like the features thing, there's like a little library game you can play where you have to like pick the right book. And if you pick the wrong book, it screams at you like that. And it would literally terrify me.
That's hilarious. And now you like love horror and scary things. I'm going to be right back. I have my window open and like flies are coming in my house.
Oh dear.
And I don't like it. So
don't like flies.
My window. So
I'm being quiet because I'm under the invisibility cloak, Janine. Mrs. Norris can sense I'm there.
Well, I'm going invisible.
Oh, you have actually. Okay. Not really, adult confrontation that an 11-year-old should be witnessing, even if it is Harry Potter, really, this between old Snape and Quirrell, is it? No, I don't think it is at all. I can't get over, actually, how well taken care of Snape's hair looks in this movie. Oh, well, yes, Filch. Oh, how intense it is. It's the biggest crime in the entire world. Filch just gets so excited about the idea of catching a student out of bed, and then Snape and Quirrell run off really quickly as though to catch them as well. Be like, this child has just punched this other child in the face. Oh, that's fine. This child was out of bed at 10 p.m. What? Punishment. Priorities from the Hogwarts faculty there. Is it just me, or would most 11-year-old boys get up to some really dodgy stuff if given an invisibility cloak? Possibly, yes. Yes, probably. Especially when they, became, say, 13, 14. I would imagine they'd likely get up to... I mean, Harry's already been in girls' bathrooms today, hasn't he? I would imagine he'd really get up to some dodgy stuff.
What do you think?
Janine, I was talking about how unnecessarily intensely the Hogwarts faculty treats students out of bed as a crime.
Oh, yeah.
How excited does Filch get? Was like, oh, there's a student out of bed.
I have something to do.
And then Snape and Quirrell run off. It's like, oh, we have to catch this student out of bed. And they're not interested in anything else. They're just interested in, oh God, there's a 12-year-old that's not in his dormitory at 10 p.m.
Yeah. What would you see in the mirror of Irised, Morgan?
What would I see in the mirror of her? I don't know, do I? Because that's for the mirror to tell me.
Well, you should know what your deepest desires are.
Well, I don't know, do I? That's the thing. That's what the mirror tells you. Otherwise, you wouldn't need the mirror. This is your secret deepest desire. This is like one that you didn't even realize, you didn't even think of, but it's actually the one that you truly want. I don't know. Probably like, I don't know. More wall space to hang all my movie art. That's my deepest desire.
I would think your deepest desire would be building a true to life mustache Hall of Fame.
Or yes, that's so. But that again constitutes wall space. Basically, more wall space is my deepest desire. Just give me walls. I like walls. This scene as well, like, I know Harry's looking in the mirror and looking at Lily and Jimmy. I'm calling him Jimmy as well. Jimmy Potter. But surely he sees Dumbledore behind him.
Lil and Jimmy Potter.
Lil and Jimmy. Surely he sees Dumbledore behind him, just looking into the mirror as well. He's like, why are you watching me, Albus? What are you doing? I don't think I've ever called James Potter Jimmy before this very
Jimmy
day.
Potter.
Jimmy Potter.
The coolest parents.
There's a famous wall in Tasmania. What's this wall? Does it have a Mustache Hall of Fame on it? Probably not.
I wonder what Dumbledore sees in the mirror.
Richard Harris. I know what Dumbledore sees in the mirror.
Does he see himself holding Grindelwald?
No, not anymore. Doesn't like
Mm,
Grindelwald anymore.
What does he say? See his sister
Socks.
alive. Socks.
Yeah, he likes socks. Dumbledore likes nothing more than socks. He's like
Is
Dobby.
that
He
is
loves
that
socks.
is that what it says in the book?
Pretty sure it's something like that. Or is that what he makes up that he sees? Like, oh, I've got a lovely new pair of socks for Christmas or something like that. No, if we're being honest, he probably sees himself and some
His
sort of
sister, maybe.
romantic situation with old Grindley, doesn't he?
Yeah, perhaps.
There's another thing we could start referring to Grindelwald as Grindley.
Good old Grindeley.
Good old Grindley.
So what are we calling it? Dumby.
No. Oh, what's you can't really like shorten Gellert, can you? It's not really a shortenable name.
Gal.
Gell and Albie.
Gal and Albie. And he calls him my little bus.
Oh God. Oh dear. See, these are the Harry Potter prequels.
My whittle bus.
I want to see an incredibly sappy. I don't want this actual Dumbledore Grindelwald story we're getting in the Fantastic Beasts movies. I want the really sappy, overly romantic one that you get when they're 16.
Is there any more allusions to them?
Oh, yes.
Is there's romantic? No, I mean in the movie.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Let's go as far as to say not just illusions, actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I wonder why Hagrid's in no fit state to entertain. It's not by any chance he's cooking a dragon. Is it?
He's not cooking.
All of a sudden, Hagrid's turned into Daenerys Targaryen, and he's birthing dragons from the flames.
The mother of dragons. Hagrid is the true.
This is Norbert.
Can you imagine if one of Daenerys' dragons was named Norbert?
I just imagine. Can you imagine in?
He thinks I'm his mummy.
This is why it's taking George Martin so long to write The Winds of Winter. It's secretly because yes, Daenerys has Drogon and Rhaegal and the other one. Why do I forget the names of the dragons?
The other one.
Why do I forget the names of Daenerys' dragons? It's terrible, isn't it?
Isn't it named after
Viserion, that's the one. Rhaegal, Viserion, and Drogon. There you go. But it's secretly, Hagrid also shows up with Norbert. It's like, hello, I've come to help.
With Norbert.
Who's this?
And the Chinese.
This is Norbert. He's not very big. I need big dragons, Hagrid.
Like a Chinese fireball.
No, the Chinese fireball wouldn't work.
Oh.
I just love the idea of Hagrid wandering into Dragonstone with Norbert and just going, "I've got another one.
Oh
I've found one." And the rest, and the more they're going, "How are you going to help us? I'm actually magic." Well, so am I. Oh, I'm not special then, am I? I've got a dragon. Well, yeah, I've got a dragon as well. Look out back. massive Drogon flying through the air. Oh, I've just got Norbert. He's here. He's in my hand. He's not very big. You useless Hagrid. Get out. Get off Dragonstone. We're going to execute you.
Oh my gosh.
That's what they do in. That's what they do in. That's what the
That's
Targaryens.
terrible.
That's what the Targaryens would likely do if somebody came with a random dragon that they didn't want.
How could they not want Norbert?
Draco's wearing a nice green turtleneck there, isn't he?
I'm not there yet. He's just barely burned Hagrid's beard.
Oh. Oh, really? Not Hagrid. I suppose Charlie Weasley could be quite useful to Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh yes. Because what does he do? What does he do?
He's a dragon person.
I was waiting for you to say the line like wrong.
What like? My brother Charlie studies dragons in Romania.
Yes, that.
Which Weasley is the dragon? Yes, Charlie. Yes, this is what I'm saying. Yes, Charlie Weasley would be a massive help to Daenerys Targaryen. Like, well, you have 3, my queen. But can I introduce you to the Chinese fireball?
What do you think of Minerva's nighttime bonnet?
Scottish, very Scottish, isn't it? I mean, it's almost aggressively Scottish. I also question why Hogwarts detention for just being out of bed again. The worst
Hogwarts
crime.
Detention for being at Hagrid's.
Yeah, for being in a perfectly safe area.
No, the punishment for being out with Hagrid is being out with Hagrid.
You're not allowed to be at Hagrid's after dark. For punishment, we're sending you to Hagrid's after dark. That's where we wanted to go. Well, that's where you're going. Idiots who work at Hogwarts. But also, like, I really do question why detention for just being out at night means going into a ridiculously dangerous forest. And also, why is a ridiculously dangerous forest bordering a school?
Yeah.
With no border between... Yeah. There's no border between the school grounds and the forest, you know. All the centaurs and the acromantulas and the whatever else lives in the Forbidden Forest, Janine, could perfectly capably, if they wanted to, wander into the castle.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. That's unicorn blood. No, that's silver paste. That's what that is.
No, werewolves. I just got
werewolves.
Werewolves.
No, there isn't. There isn't a fence. There isn't a fence. There isn't a wall. It's just there's no nothing. Border at all. Yeah. That is the forest. Is the border of the grounds and the Janine, it's Voldemort. And also, why are they sending 11-year-olds
in the woods
into the forest at night with Hagrid to search for an injured unicorn who may or may not be being fed on by the Dark Lord?
That's so much safer.
How much spit do you reckon Tom Felton went through pronouncing Potter?
You probably needed a spittoon for all those Potters.
I reckon when he just said it right in Daniel Radcliffe's face, you weren't able to just do a quick reverse shot onto Daniel Radcliffe because he had to.
No, he had to take the screen off.
It's like when children blow out the birthday cake. And they can't blow, so they just go all over the top of the cake. I'm not having any of that cake now. Look at all the slaver all over it. I don't want any cake.
Wait till my
Dangerous
father
forest,
hears about
dangerous lake.
this. He literally
Hogwarts is
wait.
a health and safety nightmare. There's absolutely nothing safe about Hogwarts. They constantly refer to Hogwarts as the safest. Oh, there ain't no safer
No.
place than Hogwarts. It's ridiculously dangerous every
They
single
say
time anybody
that with
goes
every
there.
movie, and then some crazy shit happens. They're all in danger.
Voldemort is in Hogwarts this entire year. I know he's not full strength, but literal Voldemort.
A troll was just walking around.
A troll's walking around, a three-headed dog that's massive, and literal Voldemort.
Yeah. There's a devil's snare just laying around.
Yes, but the devil's snare is a controllable substance.
Fair enough.
Yet only one child exactly. A basilisk resides within Hogwarts, Janine. A basilisk.
At this time, yes. Basilisk just crawling around the pipes.
A basilisk resided in Hogwarts, Janine, for the best part of 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
There is cover-ups, I completely agree.
Cover-ups.
There has to be. Shady Hogwarts. They should have brought Ferenz the Centaur back as well to do some divination classes like they do in the book. I like this guy. I like Ferenz in this movie. He's very distinguished.
Yeah, because he's a brother.
That is true, actually. Did they have this on your? Do they?
Was
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Although Hagrid's just like, yes, I'm friends with all the creatures in the forest. I've been in here many times.
Yeah.
My best friend in the world actually lives in this forest. He's a massive spider. You're a weirdo, Hagrid. I know.
Like, yeah, I am aware.
I am. You need to get a life, Hagrid. I've got one. I go traveling and buy weird dragon eggs off people.
From strangers. They were really like, we got to put this thing in the dark. CGI ain't ready.
I like how Ferenz looks actually in that.
Yeah, in the dark.
I don't mind the CG on Ferenz.
Get a light source that isn't moonlight, and
well, yeah,
you probably won't look that great.
Hold on a minute.
Hermione's
throwing the name Voldemort around. Yet 4 movies later, she's giving it the big one about saying it for the first time. What's all that about?
Yeah.
Why have I never clocked that on before? Who was the one wizard, Voldemort? Or were you alright, Hermione? Be bold and just throw Voldemort out there. I thought you were terrified of doing that.
Probably not. Maybe she just forgot.
I would question also why everybody isn't just way colder in Hogwarts.
It's a big ass, drafty ass castle.
Like it's in like northwest Scotland. It ain't warm up there, right?
And there's no heat sources anywhere around unless you're in the common room.
There's fire, but the clothes they're wearing, that jumper ain't that thick. The shirt, the robe. I mean, the robe might offer a little bit of warmth, I suppose. Shady dealings down the pub. Definitely the staff you want working at your exclusive boarding school. Exactly. Hagrid's an idiot as well. I know how to defeat Fluffy, and this is how you do it.
Oh my goodness. Just the really fake CGI in front of Hagrid's hut.
Yes. Yes, it is. Stop sprinting.
Detective Potter of the case.
They do shout though some of these like accusations, don't they? In the middle of corridors, they're surrounded by everybody. I know who's evil. It's Snape. Oh dear, he's behind me. Look how clean his hair looks. Look how soft it looks. It never looks like that in any of the other movies.
Snape.
Snape's.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. They're barely telling McGonagall.
Oh, for
about...
God's sake! Sort it out.
They are barely telling McGonagall about what Hagrid told them in their whole thing.
What's wrong with you? Stupid, laggy movie.
Yes. And yes, his hair does look very silky, like he's really panting,
Feels like
provying it up.
he's really conditioned that hair this morning. Panten Provy. Oh,
Yeah,
what's
it's like
the
shiny?
No, there's a wizard hair tonic thing that I'm now trying to remember the name of. But it's like an actual thing.
Did Snape do a commercial for it?
I think it's actually made by Harry's great grandfather.
What?
I think. Dee, 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 doo, dee, dee.
Oh, Trevor. Oh,
Yeah, Trevor's back.
no, scary.
It's only a toad, Janine.
It's scary.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Neville's pajamas. They've got
Teddy
frogs
bears
on
on
them.
them.
What have they got on them?
Teddy bears.
Well, so they are.
Frogs.
I've never really paid attention to what he's actually got on his pajamas.
I could see them really being assholes and asking that in the showdown. What does Neville have on his pajamas?
That'd be a good question. I think it was, yes. I think that was how the Potters made their money. That weird hair tonic thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I do think that is. I forget what it's called now, though. Well done. Well done. How can 3 people fit under that invisibility cloak? I mean, I know they're children.
Yeah, they're tiny children.
Not that small.
That's a big old cloak for a big old man. Did you see how big those Peveril brothers were? They were tall. You see how big Death is? That's a piece of his big ass cloak.
Yeah, that's true. Death's pretty big. Why do I get the feeling that my mother would love Fluffy?
She'd want a dog sit, the 3-headed dog.
Well, my mum just loves dogs anyway.
Yes.
But I can, like, Fluffy's just a relatively unpleasant creature. Who I could just imagine her just being like, I need a 3-headed dog now. Like, you're not getting a 3-headed dog, but I want.
Yeah.
They cost £400,000. No, we don't have anywhere near that. I want one.
They're so cute.
But the magic, they don't actually exist. The magic. It's so much slaver.
Like, why would you stick your hand in there, Ron? Gross.
I know, why would you actually stick your hand in it? It's a really stupid idea. Have you ever wondered why Fluffy's teeth look really human? Fluffy's
noticed.
teeth, he has his, or she has. Is
Canine.
Fluffy a girl?
I don't know. The canine teeth and
Yeah, the big canine teeth. But then the rest of them are just really flat human teeth.
It's so weird. Like they didn't really have a dog for reference or what?
It's Devil's Snare, Janine. You know what you're doing, Devil's Snare?
And Ron is an idiot. She literally told you what
Ron
to
is
do,
an idiot.
and he's just moving around even more.
Just relax, Ron.
Yeah,
Shut up,
so
Ron. Stop it, Ron. I'm down here. Just relax, Ron. God, you're an idiot.
I know.
Lucky you're a good chess player, Ron.
Yeah.
Ron, we're both down here. We're both fine. Just relax. Oh, he's an idiot.
Oh my god. Well, he's an idiot. Just leave him there.
Did you notice how Daniel Radcliffe's voice just broke?
Well, he is a child.
No, but obviously, Chamber of Secrets, his voice is ridiculous. But I think they filmed this movie in chronological order.
Oh. I mean, that might be easier for children, right?
Because he was talking like this, and now he's got a
little bit cracky
voice. This skill game's for me. I'm Harry. I'm wearing this nice red jumper. I've always liked Harry's jumper in this.
The red one?
Sequence.
If I get you that jumper, will you wear it for a Harry Potter costume?
Yeah, but my neck would be cold, you see. I like to have my neck covered. You know that.
I see. Yes, good turtleneck.
I have to wear a scarf with it.
A Gryffindor scarf?
Gryffindor scarf.
Miss Tree.
Janine, one of your favourite line deliveries in all of Harry Potter will be coming up relatively soon, won't it? Actually,
that whole just exchange. No, you can't. Not me. Not Hermione. No. People make fun of that scene so hard on TikTok.
Oh, dear.
Not me. Not Hermione. And just over and then say, no.
We're going to get injured by these keys. Oh, I would have quite liked them to include the old potion game.
Oh, so there was a potion game in the book.
Yeah. Well, there's six obstacles actually. Do you know?
Oh, yeah, that would have been a lot, I think, for a movie.
In the Philosopher's Stone, there's the Devil's Snare, which was planted by who?
Quirrell.
No, the devil. No, they all the teachers have their own
Why did he mind control them?
No, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. All the teachers, all the major teachers at Hogwarts, have their own protection level to get to the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh, gotcha.
So the
Like
Devil's
Madame
Stare was who?
Madame Pomfrey.
Think
No,
of who does
that's the nurse.
plants.
Yes. What's her name? Miriam Margulies. What's her name?
It's in the chat.
Oh, Professor Sprout.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
Who does the flying keys?
Madam Hooch.
No, that's Flitwick. Charm the keys.
Because I thought the broom was her.
Who does the potion game? It's pretty obvious that you don't get in this movie.
Oh, what's his face? Slughorn?
Slughorn? What are you talking
because
about?
you said you don't get in this movie.
No, you don't get the potion game in this
you were talking
movie.
about you don't get the professor in this movie.
Slughorn is doing something weird at this time in his life. I don't know what the hell Slughorn would be doing, but he's probably just drinking
Well, you just
somewhere.
confused me when you said not in this movie. So I thought you meant the person was not in this movie.
No, the potion game isn't in this movie. Snape obviously does the potion game.
Potions, yeah.
Then you get this chess set, which is McGonagall's, because it's transfigured chess. Then you get another troll, actually, which is already knocked out by the time that actually Quirrell planted. And then you get the mirror, which was Dumbledore's, because that was all very
kind of
intelligent
and to distract you from like going forward because you're just fixated on look at what I could have.
I like that. Slughorn pretending to be a couch, hoping people sit on him.
Yeah, and then he could just grab them and hold them tight.
Oh, I do like the wizard chess scene. Harry, you're going to have to play the rook. You're going over there, and I'm going to have to get you stabbed in the face. I'm going to be honest with you, though. It's a ridiculously good, well-played game of chess, isn't it, really? The fact that he has to distinctly protect two of his pieces, as well as the king, and win the game.
Yeah.
I like chess. Well, there you go, Janine. There's another one. No, you can't.
No, you can't. No. What is it? This voice himself. No, there must be another way.
I think it is a different troll.
Do you want to stop Snape from getting that stone or not?
Not me. Not Hermione.
Not Hermione.
Yo.
So good.
Hermione's jumper's nice as well, actually.
But I like that. I'm sad
Ron's wearing a stupid shirt.
I'm glad we didn't get to see the levels of the professor's protection charms.
JMB says Janine giggling away is fantastic.
I make myself laugh. It's embarrassing.
Oh, it's very over dramatic, isn't it, Ron? Ah!
Yeah, that's
even hit you.
And they're like,
you look like you're dead on the
floor. It's
floor.
not that bad, Ron. You literally just fell down.
You fell about 2 meters, Ron.
Yeah.
You're fine. You might have bruised your arm.
Your stunt double.
Where is Quirrell getting all these trolls from? He's been reading
did you see all that debris jiggle?
Traveling with
Did you see all the debris jiggle because it's made of like foam?
Quirrell was reading Gilderoy Lockhart's Traveling with Trolls, and he went to get some trolls. He was very good. People don't give Quirrell enough credit. He was incredibly competent before Voldemort took him over. He was just weak-minded. He was very, very competent, but he was weak-minded. which is why Voldemort snatched on him. Do you know what? I don't actually like the guy who plays Voldemort in this movie either. I think the backhead Voldemort also terrifies me.
Yeah.
And
that would
the
be really
weird
creepy.
spirit version of Voldemort at the end of this movie that flies right through Harry also
Yeah.
terrifies me.
It
But
still
like
does to this day.
a little bit. But also like
And cleverness. Bravery.
I don't think
And
that
Harry, just be careful.
I don't think this guy who plays Voldemort, who I forget the name of, has much presence about him. He just sounds like some sort of old man, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean,
He
they
sounds like some
probably
sort
had
of,
no idea.
oh, I'm Voldemort.
Well, they probably had like no idea what they were gonna do with Voldemort. Yeah.
I'm just thinking 2001, Prisoner of Azkaban was out as a book. When did Goblet of Fire the book come out? 2002, something ish. I do like Ian Hart though. I think he's a good Quirrell. I think
tried to kill you.
I think he's underthought about when it comes to Harry Potter villains. I think he's really good in this movie. Because he doesn't have a great deal to do.
No, because he's supposed to kind of be inconspicuous. And
But in this scene, he's really good.
Yeah, very venomous.
You have to want it, but not use it. That's how you get it. That's good music as well, isn't it? I've always liked that music. You get that quite a lot in Chamber of Secrets.
It was really funny. Abby was telling me this like deep story about something that had happened to her in her past. We were at the Three Broomsticks in Universal, and she was just telling me the story. Like some of the score, like one of like just these slow, like, ominous ballads was playing while she was telling the story, and it was so like it was scoring her narration. It was perfect. Let's just be super obvious. Time to take your do-rag off, homie.
You don't even have a snake face.
I know. Here's a normal nose. Look at them fingernails. He got his nails did. Taking off his head wrap. Just got a fresh do. Quirrell should be a black lady.
Quirrell should be a black lady. That'd be a really weird character transformation.
And her pet would be that owl that was like,
Would Backhead Voldemort therefore also be black?
Yes.
What would Black Voldemort be like? Please tell me.
I haven't thought that far. But yeah, if Quirrell were a black lady, Voldemort wouldn't have that much power over. I can tell
Well,
you
no,
that.
I could believe that. Voldemort would not be getting anywhere close to Quirrell. If Quirrell was a black lady.
Oh shit! It's Lil and Jimmy.
Lil and Jimmy. Jimmy P.
He did not just Jimmy P.
I think all four Marauders should be given stupid names like that. Jimmy P, Siri B, Remy L, and PTP. That's what they should all be called.
No.
PTP? No, you're not into PTP.
You down with PTP? Yeah, you know me.
Siri B works.
Siri B.
Siri B. Imagine in Prisoner of Azkaban, it's just like, hello, I'm Siri B. Wormy T. Wormy T, you could also call that. There you go. Wormy T works better than PTP, actually, I think. Wormy T is pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Lupin doesn't fit with the rest of them. Here's weird Voldemort ghost. Look at it, it's creepy.
Gross.
Look at it. It's terrifying.
He's fallen apart like the mummy, and now it's gonna be the ghost thing.
You know what I want to know? How does Voldemort go from being that little wisp of smoke that he just was then to being some sort of weird baby child at the start of Goblet of Fire?
Yeah.
What happens?
I think they
How
just
does-
did not think that far ahead
How
of
does
what the plan
how does
was.
Wormtail?
Wormy
Worm-
tea.
how does
Wormy
Wormy
tea.
How does Wormy T find the wisp of smoke Voldemort? Can we just also say that Richard Harris's hair and beard are just perfect?
Yes. Because he probably wears his do-rag at night too.
Yeah, protect your hair, Janine.
Yes. So you gotta keep it your fresh looks.
Doesn't really work for white people hair though.
Yeah, just ask Quirrell.
Doesn't have any hair left. He's done that bad of a job. He's made all his hair fall out. I'd like to think Quirrell had a full head of hair before Voldemort took him over it. And that was just a caveat in the whole procedure. They're just like, right, Quirrell, you're gonna have to go bald. I like being bald. You're gonna have to go bald.
Wow, now.
Drinking
What would you
unicorn blood
call-
will do some weird things to you. It would.
What would you call Lupin?
See, this is what I'm thinking of. He doesn't fit, does he? You can't call him Remy L.
Yeah.
You're better off just going Jimmy P, Siri B, Wormy T, and the werewolf.
Oh my god.
Like a band.
Oh, that's scary.
What's scary?
I'm posting all of our names on Twitter and I'm finding gifts. The one that came up of Wormtail was him waving and then turning into a rat. I'm like,
Oh,
that's
dear.
creepy.
Do you know what I don't like? I don't like Bertie Bott's every flavour beans, Janine.
Yeah, they're not great.
I've had them. They are just really knockoff, not great jelly beans.
I think they're actually from Jelly Belly, like makes the.
They're not. I've always found the Jelly Belly. I mean, I don't eat.
No, Jelly Belly makes every flavor bean.
No, I know, but that's what I mean. I mean, I don't really eat sweets and things like that anyway.
Yeah, I think it's just.
But I
the
always
novelty.
found Jelly Belly jelly beans to be not that nice compared to other jelly beans anyway. I think they're too small. Here we go, Janine, the one movie that the House Cup is taken seriously in. Look at them, they're all really sad, as though it actually matters at all who wins the House Cup. What did he get for winning the House Cup? Nothing.
Not
Absolutely
one thing.
nothing.
It's kind of like the Schmodown. You win a belt. Like,
You don't get anything.
what are you gonna do with this belt? But you know, you want to win. It's
But
about
that's a
winning.
competition. That's like a sporting public competition. This is a schoolhouse championship. And Dumbledore gives it the best kind of however, well done Slytherin, but boo Slytherin because I hate Slytherin. So here's 7,000 points to Gryffindor because I like them better than you.
That's right, Ravenclaw sucks. Complete.
We have a lot of points for playing chess in it, though. Really, you're really good at chess. Here's loads of points.
But also, it's like their egos are bruised. Their little tricks do not work because they're just so smart. So they deserve points.
Do you know what I would have found hilarious as well? If Albus had spent all this time giving out these points, but he'd actually done his maths wrong, and Slytherin still won. By the time he got to the end, like, oh, I'm 10 points short. I can't give another one out. God.
And then Ravenclaw would have been mad because they were no longer second place.
But what do they get for winning the House Cup?
Nothing.
Hagrid wasn't even in Gryffindor. What do they get for winning the House Cup?
They didn't say in the book.
100 galleons each. What do they get for winning the House Cup?
From Harry's bank.
They don't get anything. They just win the House Cup. They're so happy.
Yeah, they're little kids. It doesn't take much.
And you're going to laugh at me now, but my primary school did have schoolhouses.
Seriously? Because of Harry Potter?
No, not because of Harry Potter, because it's a British thing. Harry Potter has it because that is a British thing. But there was a house cup in that. I think that was a weekly thing.
Yay!
Never
throw your
did
hat.
anything. Never meant anything.
Salty ass Slytherin. We ain't throwing our hats. Fuck this shit. That's exactly how I'd be. That's why I'm a Slytherin. That's why my Patronus is a damn weasel.
You are a weasel.
That's terrible. That's where he gets his picture of Lil and Jimmy P.
Yeah, who were also in that picture 21 years old. So why do they look like they're 40?
No, by the end. When they come out of the snitch, oh damn.
Oh my god, yeah.
Jimmy's not looking good.
21 years old when they die.
Jimmy looks so old in that when he comes out of that snitch.
Jimmy Potter.
Because I was like, Jimmy was kind of handsome. Then when he comes out of that snitch, he got a big old gap in his tooth.
Oh, let's all wave bye to Hagrid. Bye, bye, Hogwarts.
Back to my abusive household.
Bye, Hogwarts, for another few months. I'll come back. Although Dobby almost doesn't let me back.
Yeah.
Dobby has to protect Harry Potter. Dobby,
Potter
I'm going to kick you in the face. Yay! Harry Potter. Yes, I'm so happy, Janine. What a long watch along.
It was.
God, it's so good though, isn't it? I mean,
what
a way of spending 2.5 hours.
Just a great world to be in, to immerse yourself in.
It is. It's perfect for it.
They do such a good job with all of this.
It's the most immersive world, I think, because it's middle fantasy, isn't it? So there's elements that you actually recognize within it. It's not high fantasy.
Yeah.
It's not Lord of the Rings. It's not.
They're still like tangible things that like
exactly
real people deal with. Weep, 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 weep. Mine just ended. Yours ended
so
like
good.
5 minutes ago.
It's so good.
Yes, it's very good.
Well, I think there we go, Janine, for another nice, chilled out It's a Wonderful podcast. Watch along.
Yeah. Thank you for everyone who stopped by.
Yes, we've had a nice few people stop by today. It was very nice to see.
Yeah.
Nice little chat. Fun times, fun times. Janine, do you want to say what else we have going on around the places?
Yeah. We have Morgan Hasn't Seen, our podcast, where I force Morgan to watch things he hasn't seen. And right now we are deep into Star Trek.
Yeah.
So we are going to have an episode next week about movies 3 and 4 in the franchise.
Yes.
So check that out. Of course, we have the main show, It's a Wonderful Podcast, where we talk classic films. I believe that is a Nolan episode. So what are you and Nolan talking about?
Talking The Towering Inferno.
Oh,
this week, Janine.
See, he's cheating again with.
He does like 70s. To cheat, Janine. He does like to cheat.
Going into
However,
the 70s.
It does star a significant amount of, you know, what you would consider old Hollywood actors. So
yeah, I guess that's fair.
But yes,
and then of course, Machine Mondays, where I talk schmodown.
Yes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have you covered on the It's a Wonderful podcast feed. That is where we live mainly. This channel, this YouTube channel, is our little secondary thing that we like to do watch-alongs on and live discussions on and other fun little videos on, and we have plenty more coming for you as well. But of course, the It's a Wonderful podcast feed, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is where we live mainly. And you can find that on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Castbox, Amazon Music, and all the other places. If you would like to support us on Patreon, please go on over there. Just type It's a Wonderful Podcast into Patreon and find the tier that is right for you. We would be most grateful for any support in that realm. You can also find the show on Twitter at It's a Wonderful One. Find me on Twitter at The Purple Don with a 3 instead of the E in the because, Jenny.
3 is the magic number.
On Instagram at just The Purple Don. All your magical stuff is where?
You can find me at Janine Devine _ on Twitter, Janine Devine on Instagram and TikTok. If you want to get any merch for any of our shows, you can find that in my TeePublic shop at g9design.teepublic.com. And if you want to purchase any of my art in print form, you can find that at my Big Cartel shop, g9design.bigcartel.com.
Well, Janine, I think it's only fair for you to end us with an overpronounced Ron Weasley accent, please.
What? What are you asking of me?
An overpronounced Ron Weasley accent, please.
3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.